Good morning, everybody. I just thought I'll do a quick review of the FTSE 100 and the FTSE All-Share since the price action shows some interesting opportunities. If we look at the weekly chart here, the FTSE 100, we're currently testing support here at the front end of the cloud. These levels at 719 and the low here of 71 is a critical support zone. We can see this support zone comes from the old highs here that had to break past. So watching these levels closely, the downside risk is for this correction to take place back down to about 7,900, 7,800, 6,800, 6,900. So we are moving a bit of a sideways consolidation period now. We've not yet had a breakout out of this range, so the downside risk towards the top end of the cloud to test the support here is quite significant. If we now look at the daily chart, we can see the daily chart here. FTSE is in a little bit of trouble because we're trading below the cloud. The cloud is now a major resistance zone, and the front end of the cloud indicating that there might be some more downside to come. So from the daily cloud chart perspective, there is downside risk. The cloud chart resistance so far seems to be holding. The top end of the cloud is a major resistance zone. It's 7,344. And the bottom end of the cloud is currently being tested at 7,269. So these are key resistance zones to watch out for. So there's potential for the FTSE to show some weakness in the coming week. If we now look at the FTSE All-Share, let's load it. Yeah, on the daily chart, we've just rebounded nicely from old lows here. Just below the, it lost support here at the cloud and looks like it's rolling over. Then it rebounded sharply, broke past cloud chart resistance, the bottom end, then the top end. Now it seems to the top end cloud chart resistance is holding for now. This 4,000 level here is still holding, and the front end of the cloud is an early warning signal that we might be in for a bit of a correction. And with downside risk towards the 3,953, the bottom end of the cloud here is the short-term downside risk support zone as well. Looking at the weekly, we can see that downside risk is coming in. The bottom end of the cloud on the daily chart is corresponding well with the top end of the cloud of the weekly cloud. So this top end of the cloud here is a key support zone. So there's potential for further downside risk towards the top end of the cloud here at 3,800. So we can see downside risk coming into play there. From a weekly cloud chart perspective, big picture, long term, the trend is still up because price actions above the cloud. The cloud is not yet turned down. Similar to the daily, which is giving an early warning signal of potential correction back down to the top end of the cloud. We're watching these levels, 3,800, pretty closely in the next coming weeks. Okay, happy trading.